Good morning, friends. Welcome to Take Two for this Tuesday, the 27th of August, 2019. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad that you decided to come along for the ride this morning. Well, yesterday I do need to make a bit of a clarification because yesterday I talked about loss. I talked about how I had in recent days lost family members and I had lost selling our family home in New York and how I'd lost the radio station. But I need to clarify something, please. It's very important that I clarify this. And that is that sometimes loss in your life, or loss in my life, is by choice. Now, when I say I lost my radio station, you please have to understand that we had a broadcasting license for 5 years, which expires in a couple of days. And we had to make a choice of whether or not we were going to continue with RAM FM or if we were going to go on to something new. So we chose loss, okay? And this is what I want to just focus on for a couple of minutes today, and that is the fact that sometimes we need to choose loss, okay? Like, for example, say you're faced with the gruesome task about making a decision about a dying loved one who doesn't have in writing what choice they wanted to make at the end of their life, and they're on life support or something like that. Choosing loss might be something as simple as you signing a clipboard, and then the loss is there because you've chosen it. Now, we don't take choices like that lightly, ever. Whether it's a pet or whether it's a loved one, or whether it's making a big decision about a business, or whether or not you should file bankruptcy. These are choices that we need to make, and oftentimes it's a choice about loss. But if you could see the greater good, the bigger picture, sometimes choosing loss is the better decision. You know, I had heard a story about a very, very well-to-do businessman. He was just rolling in dough. But the product that he was peddling was a detrimental product. And I'm not going to go into details except to say that the product he was peddling was not good, and it was detrimental, and it caused a lot of people a lot of bad things to happen in their lives and in their families. And then this man finally saw the light. He became a Christian, and he had to choose loss, and I'll explain. See, he had this big thriving business. Now, he could have said, well, there's a lot of good I could do with the money that I'm making with this business, and I could use that money for good, for mankind. Or he could say, look, I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to choose to have loss in my life, because the bigger picture means that for all mankind and for myself and for my peace of mind, getting rid of this thing in my life is going to, the greater good is that I choose this loss. See, it's hard to choose loss. Think about whether or not you're going to sign what you're going to do with the end of your life, you know, and you are choosing to say, okay, I'm going to sign in advance a do not resuscitate if I'm on life support. You are choosing the loss of your own life. But if you are going to just be in a vegetative state for years and years, is that better? Now, that's, of course, a whole other topic, but I'm just using it as an example that sometimes we need to choose loss. We need to choose loss about getting rid of a big house that maybe is a money pit, or choose to get rid of an expensive car that we could do just as well without that expensive car and a cheaper car. Sometimes we just have to choose loss, and that's a hard thing. So let me tell you, boys and girls, I chose loss when it came to RAM FM. I chose that loss. My business partner, Big Tom, and I chose it. It was a well prayed out and well thought out decision. We came together with our spouses and said, what is the greater good? To carry this particular project on for another 5 years and renew our broadcast license, or go on to better things, bigger things? And that's exactly what we did. We chose loss, which, let me tell you, boys and girls, is not always easy. So go be a blessing to somebody today, boys and girls. Go out and be that blessing, because you may not only be the only one who is, but they may be facing a do I choose loss moment in their lives. And maybe from your personal experience, maybe from your personal situation that you've been through, maybe you could be that encouragement to them. And if you've never had to choose a big loss in your life like that, maybe you could just be an encouragement to them while they walk through that process, okay? Now, also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit that subscribe button, and please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you're there, and give me a little word of encouragement, which I could always use, okay? Now, tomorrow is hump day, so I'm going to have something very special for you. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer anymore. I'm just talking about the fact that there have been losses in my life, and the best thing I can do is just press on and hopefully help others to also go through the things that they're going through, and I can do it through my personal experiences and be an encouragement. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday's edition. Mwah! I love you. See you then. Bye-bye.